Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on April 17th, 2020. It's currently almost 1 o'clock, and I already did the 30-minute video, but I only took one small trade, so I decided to remove that and just do a breakdown of what I looked at today and show you what was setting up based on my calls and the calls in the room I'm in. And this was the first one. This is ICD. We're looking at this range of 5 minutes. I was looking at 2-minute candles, but I'm going to use a 5-minute chart. Pretty flat line here, nothing crazy here. This is not something I really want to trade, but I did notice this red move down from the opening of almost $8, and then as it was coming back up, I was thinking about taking the break of the 8, and I did. This was based on a call in the room, and I sold some up here. What I'm trying to do today is sell. Let's say if I took 300 shares, I would sell 200 instead of 100 and let the back end run a little bit. But I'm still a little bit anxious, so I sold the 200 only for maybe 8 cents, and then I let it run up. Let the other 100, so the first 200 I sold for like 2 cents or 8 cents, and then the last 100 I was going to let run for the day. But I noticed it was just kind of not getting to this 830 level, and as you can see, it turned out that it only did on this particular time. So I pulled the trigger and just flattened out for a small gain. That was my first trade of the day. So nothing crazy there. Then I was looking at Boeing today. I was actually looking at Boeing all day. And by the way, the charts I think are swimming really sucking today. Really short or too long to load. It was just, I can't wait to get to my new platform. That'll be in due time, but not yet. So originally I was looking at this break here. I got confirmation from the person I'm learning from that this isn't a trade you want to take, although it worked. Inside bar here on Boeing on a gap up with a 5-minute bar with the break of this. Obviously it worked really well, but that was not the trade to be taking a gap play on Boeing. I did take this particular trade here, which was the break of the 150. And it went in my favor about 54 cents or so, but then I just kind of tapped out because I thought maybe if we get back up here, it'll be a nice run. I had 100 shares on that. I wasn't risking more than 50 cents or 60 cents on the downside. So I knew if it broke through, it was going to either make its move, and it did, but then it turned around immediately. So I just sold out of that. So after that, I decided to go back. And I was watching this from the beginning, of course, which was CODX from yesterday. We had some great trades on it yesterday. And it turns out we had a great trade on it today. And I tried doing something similar. I still stayed in the 300 shares. I was going to go 400 shares on this one. But I was looking for the break of, this is coming off as a down day after yesterday. So if you're, it was pretty much even with yesterday's opening. We had closed here and opened here, and I was taking the break above 1350 here on the way up, and it just went. So I took some off the table real quick. I took another 100 off the table, and then I had 100 shares left, and I took 50 more off, and I was going to let it run. But then when it pulled back here, I took more off. So it was a nice trade. It was my biggest trade in a while. Could have been more, obviously, because it went up to 15. We're talking this is 1450. So that was a point move here on this 1 5-minute bar. Really nice, really nice. And then it's kind of rolling over here. And now this candle's huge. This is a huge drop. This is what you don't want to see, but it is lunchtime. So I wonder if it's going to come back up. Maybe it's met its day and the buyers in there are just kind of selling off now. That had a decent volume. Good amount of volume on that sell, so it should bounce up a little bit. We'll see if it happens or not. The trade I did miss, and I was watching all day as well in the morning, and people were talking about it. So all the trades that were talked about in the room were things that I was looking at already. I've had NVAX on my charts for almost 2 weeks now, or 10 days since I started doing the videos, and I was looking for the 1850 break, which was the daily. On a daily, if you go to here on a daily, you can see 1850 here, and then it's moon above. So 1850 was the good breaking point on this particular stock, NVAX. If you get to your charts, you can see it as well. And as you can see, it got up to 1850 here and failed. Did it get through it? Didn't even get through it. I did see a huge seller there, so I was like, okay, if it gets through 1850, this thing's gonna go boom. Came up here for a little bit, and this is where I was kind of watching it. People keep mentioning it, and then I got here, still didn't get there, and then it finally moved up again, but didn't get there, and then it finally made its move, and it just thrusted up from 1850 all the way to 1932. It's pulling back now. I did not take this trade. I'm really upset. I think I had 3 winning trades in a row, and I was kind of like, don't want to take this trade right now, and this is when I do need to pull the trigger. So this is a lesson, another lesson. I need to pull the trigger when I see the exact setup I want. And NVAX has been acting weird in this 18 range. It's been struggling. If you look on the daily again, if I remember correctly, it's just been hanging around this 18 range, and it hasn't really been making its move up here. And finally yesterday it did a little bit, but pulled back down to the 18s again, low 18s. It gets to the 18s, but doesn't get didn't make that push up. And today it finally did. So that was definitely the trade of the day, and I missed it. That's going to happen. I did not take any stupid trades. I did not look for bad setups or anything like that, and I'm happy with where I'm at today. It's a green day, and we're going into the weekend, so it's Friday. It's 1 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe, and let me know if you have any comments or questions, and I'll try to help you out. I'm going to do some studying this weekend and hang out with family, and we'll be back on Monday for some more trades. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.